This video covers the operation of our Bendix King VHF and Motorola VHF mobile and portable radios. The portable radios are not direct replacements for the mobile radios, as the antenna and power of the mobile radios is 10 times greater. The portables are for short-range communications only.
Okay, this is the Motorola Mobile. They are on in both trucks, so as soon as you fire the truck off, it will come on. If for some reason it doesn't come on, right here there are 3 switches. Hit that switch and it will turn on. But you shouldn't have to do that. This is the volume. This one is to change the channels. I'm going to zoom in here, so hopefully we'll be able to see the screen. There are 3 groups of channels on this radio. It's normally on this one that has Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, Fire 4, and Fire Page. That's normally the one we use. Leave the radio set on. That's engine 1 and 2 repeaters, the red channel, the gold channel, yellow for air, orange, Forest Service, DNRC and Anaconda. That command repeater is actually the police repeater on Red Mountain. Command direct is the bypassing the repeater. And then there's a Fire 1, and then a violet. Why they did that? Yellow, again, a green. Then you hear a beep and you're back to the beginning of the 16 channels. If you want to go to the other one, there's a button right here and it says 2 up. You press that. The first channel is Fire 1, but then we get into all the wildlife or wildland color channels. The maroon, the coral, scarlet, yellow, orange, green, in various neighboring counties. And then if you go, whoops, then the weather channel. Okay, so if you want to hear weather, you can go there. Wait for the beep here. Okay, and if you hit it again, we're on basically the law enforcement bank, which we never really want to be on. We don't talk to the cops. So the one you want it on is if you see a channel of Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, Fire 4, that's the one you want it on, unless we end up getting out in a wildland situation. I'm going to zoom back out here just a bit. A little bit more. There is a button right up here. Do not, under any circumstances, press that button. It will turn around and transmit an emergency signal. We've never been trained on how that's supposed to work. If you look at that and think, oh, that's the on-off switch, and you hit that, the only way you can stop it is you literally have to turn the radio off over here. And you have to press that, and then the radio goes off. It'll quit transmitting. So just remember that. Okay, we're going to turn the radio back on. And then I'm going to kill the keys here, and you'll see the radio go off. That's the Motorola. Okay, this is the Motorola Portable. Okay, you have your screen here. Sort of ignore these. All your controls are at the top. We'll zoom in here. Okay. That's the channel selector. That's the on-off. So to turn it on, you do that. When you turn it on, it will turn around and tell you the channel that you're on. Okay, to change the channels, you just turn this. This has 3 groups. To change those groups, you look on the top, and on the back here there is you can switch this indicator from A to B to C. A is the police tactical. See, so you'll see the command repeater, which is the cops, command tactical, which is direct, you know, brown, you know, law enforcement, you know, there are some fire channels on there, but it's mainly for the, okay, if we turn around and go to B, we are on the structure. So it's fire 1, fire 2, fire 3, fire 4, fire page, you know, engine 1 repeater, engine 2 repeater, etc., just like it was on the other one. If we turn around and we go to C, which I've already done, we're now into the color channels. So that's how you work this. Normally we want it on B. Do not punch the red button as with the other one. If you do, you have to turn this completely off to stop that emergency thing, etc. Okay, here is the BK mobile. They are on in all of the trucks. When you start the truck up, they will come on. If for some reason they don't, check the on-off volume switch. Click, and you'll see it come up. It'll tell you what group it's in, and then it'll show you the channel that it's on. In this case, Fire 1. Okay, this is how you change your channels. Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, Fire 4, etc. Very similar to the Motorola. Okay. If you want to change groups, it's on group 2 now, you can do it one of two ways. The first way is there is a button right here that says GRP, standing for group. You press that button, it'll tell you you're in group 2, use the channel selector to go to group 3, and you can either wait 5 seconds and it'll do it, or you could hit that group button again. So now we're Fire 1 and we're into the color channels. Okay, we'll go back to Fire 1, group 2, could hit group. And now we're Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, 4, etc. Okay. The other way, which is the way you do it on the handheld BK, is there is a keypad. And if you, and I'll back out a bit, see if we can get the whole thing in here. There's a pound key. So we're going to go pound key, it's going to say we're 2, we're going to punch number 3, and then we're going to hit the pound key again. We are now on 3. See how we got Fire 1 and then we're the maroon, corral, or coral, yellow, etc. Okay. If we want to go back to 2, we press pound key, 2, and we can just wait for about 3 or 4 seconds. And it will then go back there. Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, Fire 4. We're now on the second group. There are 15 possible groups or zones on this radio. Most of them are, half of them are filled. 1 through about 8. There's one that has nothing but colored channels on it. There is also a very special one that you only use in a life or death mayday situation where you cannot get any communications from anybody else. And that is group 15. So we're going to go group all the way to 15. And this is only on the BK mobiles, none of the other radios. This is an amateur radio repeater that's on top of Red Mountain. This will turn around and, you know, you can call a mayday, but you only use this in case of dire life or death emergencies when all other frequencies have failed and your cell phone won't work. You only would try this one under those circumstances. So we're going to go back to group 2. And we're back to group 2. Okay, this is the BK handheld, and we have clamshell or AAA or AA battery pack. We do not use rechargeables. Okay, it has keypad, single line display, and the controls on top. Controls are on top. This is the channel select knob. This is the on-off and volume control, and this is the squelch. When we turn it on, it will turn around and light. And I guess I have to get closer to see that, and it will say what group it is and what channel it's on. So if we change the channels, you'll see the channels change. And again, we're on group 2. Okay? The squelch, which is this one, if you get too much interference, you can close that. You want it closed so you don't hear anything. Okay. To change, and we can get this so it looks right. Okay, to change the group, you press the pound key and see how it says group 2, and then punch the 3, and then you could hit the pound key, and we are now on group 3. Okay, fire 1, now we're on maroon, coral, scarlet, yellow, etc. Okay, we're going to go back to 2. We can press the pound key, press 2, and we can just wait, and it will go back over to it. Now we're on group 2. Fire 1, fire 2, fire 3, fire 4, page. And that's really all there is to it, except for right on the top here. If the people you are at, and I'm trying to look at this so I can see it, this far button switch on the right says high-low. That's the power that this puts out. If it's in low, it'll put out 1 watt. If it's in high, it will put out the maximum 5 watts. If you're in close, you can almost see somebody, don't put it on high. If you need to talk to somebody that's, mile 2 or further away, then you want to put it on high. Otherwise, keep it to low. It'll make the batteries last longer. And that's it.